I keep forgetting to remove the content warning. So yeah, I'm just going to delete that file now so that even if I forget to remove it from my little countdown timer script thingy in the future, it's just not going to show up because it's not there.
Well, I wasn't paying attention, so.
Yeah, she's finishing her homework,
Hmm.
rating me as to how I will be as a 1930s husband. Did you get through both the demerits and the merits?
Oh, there's demerits?
Yeah, the left column is demerits, the right column is merits. Did you just add everything up?
Yes, that's what I asked you, and you said 1 point for everything unless it has a 5 next to it.
Okay, well, start over. Something procrastination, ADHD. No, she had more important shit to do this week than rate me in a 1930. So anyway, while she's doing that, I'll explain what we're doing today because I know the last week the consensus was, and the poll went, and we said that we were going to like just talk about some aspect of our relationship, like choose a topic and then just have an off the cuff discussion about it. But then an episode of Tom and Haley's podcast Talking Ship came out where they had this like 1930s marital rating scale that they went through, and it was just so fucking hilarious that I decided that we should copy them immediately because I don't have original ideas apparently. But yeah, no, I think
What happens if they got their idea for their podcast from us?
I very much doubt that they did.
You don't know that.
I very much doubt it.
You can doubt. You don't
I
know.
am pretty sure that Tom is, well, actually no, they are aware of my existence,
They're aware of my
but
existence.
I very much doubt that they watch my content. What, Tom and Haley?
Tom, because when you went on Dear Old Dads, you talked about your partner and how we do a show together.
I wasn't on Dear Old Dads.
Oh, that was the movie one?
I was on God Awful Movies. That's
Oh.
Eli.
Well, either way, one of them knows. Whatever.
Yeah, apparently Jasta
doubting
got
yourself.
an ad like during the countdown because Twitch got aggressive with that, I guess.
Sorry,
Um,
Jassa.
Have I run over beavers in an arena? What?
Depends on what you
What,
mean by run over
what kind of
beavers.
question is that? Does that have to do with you calling me Ramby from DK64? Because I don't remember who Ramby from DK64 is. I didn't really play that game a whole lot. But yeah, anyway, so this is a checklist where they have, well, I'll read the methodology thing from the end. So there's a different one for husbands and wives, and the methodology thing is the same for both. That just change husbands out for wives or whatever. So it says this test represents composite opinions of 600 husbands who were asked to list the chief merits and demerits of their wives. They talk frankly. I have summarized the most frequently voiced flaws and virtues and have weighted those items which, in my judgment as a psychologist and a physician, are especially important in marriage. I have some very serious questions about how he weighted some of these things.
I don't know, but I'm looking at my background and I'm like, oh, look, my crystal looks like a penis going after the girl that's bending over. I'm like, I don't know which way to, like, turn my head.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, then they say, I commend this test to the attention of all intelligent women who aspire to make their marriages both permanent and happy. Young women contemplating matrimony might very profitably use this test as a practical guide. So this isn't, I don't think this was intended to be like used as a, like, figuring out whether or not your partner is a good partner.
Mhm.
I think this is meant to be like,
Are you ready for
am
marriage?
like, if I'm considering marriage, these are the things that I want to work on. So do you have my score?
Yes.
Okay. Don't tell me the score yet. We're going to do it one by one. I'm going to start with, so I'm going to, the way I want to do it, and you can feel free to change it up when it's your turn to rate me, is I'm going to list your merits first, and then we're going to finish on the demerits. I know he's got the demerits in the column that we would generally think of as first, but I like
Okay.
to start with the positive.
I like to end with the positive. It's
Okay,
like,
so
you're
you-
crap, but look at all these good qualities.
No. So we have a way around this. So I will start with your merits, and you start with my demerits, and then that way, we will from the perspective of the whole stream, we will have started and ended on a positive.
No, let's just start with the merits.
Okay.
You're making it complicated now.
All right. So a good number one for wives, a good hostess, even to unexpected guests. I gave you that point, even though we don't really get unexpected guests.
Yeah, but I would be.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think you do great when we have visitors over.
I know, because I'm amazing. Hello.
Has meals on time? You didn't get that point. Sorry. But I mean, what does on time even mean in this day and age?
6? It's not 5, because people get off at 5 and they can't get home till...
Well, I mean, our dinner time can be anywhere in between 5:30 and 7.
You didn't say our dinner time, you said in this day and age, and
Oh.
I'm saying about 6,
Okay.
roughly.
Well,
I mean, every family's going to be different.
so I
but-
was going to say for our family, on time is when it's done.
Yeah.
So I guess you could get that point, but you didn't get it because that's not what they meant. Carry on interesting conversation. Definitely got that point.
Woo.
Can play a musical instrument as such as piano, violin, etc. I don't think you.
I can play In the Jungle on the recorder, partly.
Yeah, you didn't get that point. Dresses for breakfast. You didn't get that point.
What? You think I do not look like this every morning when I cook you breakfast?
Oh, you guys should have seen. She has a sweater that she's not wearing, but like she's dressed up as like full on 1930s school marm, and it's great.
Because we got plans later.
Neat housekeeper, tidy and clean. Yeah, the state of our house, no.
What?
Have you seen our house?
Have you seen your house before I moved in?
Yeah. It went from worse to bad.
So, good. I am a good housekeeper because I took it from worse to bad, and now it's going from bad to good, and then it will go from good to great.
You didn't get that point. When it gets to great, then I will give you the point. But also, like, this kind of speaks to the misogyny of the time. I doubt very much that Good Housekeeper is on the husband version.
Oh, you'd be surprised. At
Oh,
some
is
of the
there?
things.
Are there some pretty progressive things in there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We'll get to see how I rate on that. Skywise saying Rhino's going to be in the doghouse. Oh, god damn it. My chat thing is that's why, because I had the wrong thing. There we go. There we go. There's my chat thing. Yeah, no, that's actually not on this page, but we'll get to that. But yeah, you don't do the doghouse thing. Personally puts children to bed, as if that's not also a father's job. But yeah, you do. And often in your case, it's you're personally putting your children to bed, because if I try to put them to bed, they will just yell, "I want mommy!" So
Oh, they let you sometimes.
sometimes, yeah. And usually that sometimes is okay, I will, do the putting of you to bed, and then mummy will come and take over when she's done whatever she's doing, and then inevitably you have taken long enough that they've fallen asleep. So that's how we trick them into letting me put them to bed sometimes. Oh yeah, here we go. Never goes to bed angry. So this is the one that I had to reevaluate. So it's never goes to bed angry, always makes up first. So I didn't really process the last part of that, where always makes up first. It never goes to bed angry. We don't really
I know.
we don't really fight.
No.
So like I don't
Okay.
think I've ever been
So
actually
this
angry
is
at
actually
you.
something I wanted to talk about, because we talk about, oh, we never fight, and I don't want people to get the illusion that we don't have disagreements. We have disagreements, and we've had big disagreements, but we don't fight because we talk about them.
Yeah. We have adult conversation.
Yeah.
And we are both willing to hear the other person out and change our minds and compromise when necessary. And I'm sure there will come a time when one of us gets angry at the other for something or other, but I don't know. I have a hard time figuring out even what that would even be.
My not clean house.
That I didn't give you the merit point for.
No, the fact that my house is not clean.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that is a source of conflict.
I didn't get the point, but I also don't get the clean house either.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you got the point, you'd have a clean. But the always makes up first. I don't like that. Why is it the woman's job to make up first?
Oh, I didn't process that either.
Yeah,
I thought it was just like the both of
that's
us
why-
make up before we go
Yeah,
to bed.
that's what I mean. But like, that's why I gave you the point first, because like, if we have a fight, I could absolutely see it playing out like that. But no, you're supposed to always make up first, even if I'm wrong. What?
Yeah, what? No.
Welcome to the 1930s. And apparently this was used up till the 1960s as well. So like this is like it I don't know. That's like this seems like the kind of thing you would expect from the 1930s, but then
Yeah.
you think 1960s like yeah, sort of. But
I feel like the 60s is when they were just kind of coming out of it.
oh yeah, also the never goes to bed angry always makes up first. That's one of the ones he weighted heavier, so 5 points. So in his professional opinion as a psychologist and physician, the woman making up first is one of the most important factors of having a long-term marriage.
This is where Sharon got her information from.
Yeah. Yeah, there's actually a lot in here that like very much makes me think of Sharon.
I'm pretty sure she said that specific thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, next.
Asks husband's opinion regarding important decisions and purchases. Yes, you got that point. Good sense of humor, jolly and gay. You are both jolly and a little bit gay. So
I am.
so you got that point. You missed out on 10 points for the next one. Religious
10?
religious sends children to church or Sunday school and goes herself.
You had no 10 pointers. All of them
Yeah,
are all.
10 points for you if you go to church and send the kids to church.
Well,
And this actually ties into the next one.
does it count if it's the Church of Tamika Christ?
Stop doxing yourself. God damn it.
I
At this point, why do we even call you Heidi?
don't know, because I'm a hoe. I don't know. I don't know why we ever did.
Yeah, but going to church and sending the kids to church kind of ties directly into the next one. Lets the husband sleep late on Sundays and holidays.
I try to.
Yeah, no, you got the point. I gave you the point because, like, yeah, on is it not so much Sundays and holidays, but like on days where it makes sense for you to get up. You get up and you will get my kids on the bus to school or whatever, and I get to sleep in a bit. And yeah, on Sundays we do try desperately to get the kids to not wake us up, but that's like a we both.
Get to
Sleep
sleep
in.
in.
Next we have encourages thrift, economical, 5 points. I was unsure about that one. I didn't really give it to you.
What? What about yesterday's conversation at dinner?
Yeah, but like, how many times have you just taken my debit card and been like, I'm just gonna buy this one thing, and then you come home with like $200 worth of stuff?
Groceries.
Okay,
Groceries.
but it's like, I don't know.
People need to eat.
Okay, you get half points for that, so 2.5.
Fine.
When we get to the end, remind me to increase your score by 2.5.
Fine.
Laughs at husband's jokes and his clowning. I gave you that point. You laugh at me all the time.
Yeah, I laugh at you, just not the jokes.
I would count that as laughing at the clowning,
Okay.
because like you don't laugh with the clowns, you laugh at the clowns. Ambitious for her family, urges higher attainment. I gave you that point.
Yay.
Belongs to parent-teacher club or child study group. You don't specifically belong to those things, however, you are so highly involved in your kids' school-related stuff, and like in such
Well, like,
regular contact with the teachers and everything that I gave
Kindergarten
you the
doesn't
point.
really have that anyways.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
but like I gave you the point, even though you don't technically belong to those specific clubs.
So, Bluey's teacher emailed out parent-teacher meetings, like, and she put a spreadsheet, and I emailed her. I'm like, since we talk so much, is there something you want me to come in and talk about? Or, you know.
Turtle Cat Purrs wants to know which episode of God Awful Movies. I want to look it up. I believe it's episode 410. It's the movie is called The Battle for the Spirit and Power of God or something like that.
Holy Ghost Fire! They should just rename it to Holy Ghost
I'm pretty
Fire.
sure like most podcast aggregator sites or whatever will let you search through the title of the sites, and the Vice Rhino is in the title of the episode. So if you search for that, it'll be there. But it's somewhere in between like 405 and 415. And
I get the point
I think it's 410 for what?
of what you're saying.
Oh,
Move
belongs to yeah. Okay. We haven't gotten to the next one. This one's worth 5 points. A good cook serves balanced meals. I gave you the point.
on. Yay! And then you get mad at me for bringing you salad and not gross burgers.
Yeah, but that's not your cooking. That's when you're going to a fast food place and I want my gross burger. and then you show up with a salad.
Yeah, but I think in this
And I
day and
didn't get
age,
mad.
it was not necessarily make, it's provide well-balanced meals. I think that's what it should be. I mean, I got the
Oh,
point
well, in that
anyways.
case, you might lose the point because, like, when you cook, you do cook a well-balanced meal and you are a good cook. But when we are just providing meals for family, we default to, like, oh my God, it's so hard to figure out what to do for just throw chicken burgers in the oven.
Yeah, but I don't eat
Yeah, I know.
that.
Tries to become acquainted with husband's business or trade. I mean, that's what you're doing here.
Yeah, and every time I give you an idea, you're like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm like, fine, whatever.
Yeah, no, but like you are very interested in my. You don't watch my videos, I don't think.
No,
Like my main videos, but like
too long.
you. I referred to a half-hour video recently as on the shorter side.
Like, I got upset with TikTok when they moved from 1 minute to 3 minutes. Like, that's
I
just
used
too
to,
much.
if my videos got over 20 minutes when I first started my channel, I would split it into 2 parts.
See, I could possibly do that. But
Yeah, but
I also hear you recording sometimes, so why would I watch the videos? Or then you talk to me about your script, so it's like, I'm just,
yeah, you're right there in the process the whole time. You see all the behind the scenes stuff.
yeah, I do.
Greets husband at night with a smile. I gave you that point. I don't know specifically at night if you greet me with a smile, but like, yeah, you always smile at me.
I'm
So
like,
yes,
I greet you with, I'm fucking exhausted.
yeah, no. Quite frequently, like you'll get back from taking the kids to school or something, and that like you show up in the doorway of the office there, and I just look at your face and be like, oh, it must be nap time. But no, you're very pleasant and smiley towards me.
Oh,
So
thank you.
yeah, here we go. Has a pleasant disposition in oh, wait a minute. Has a pleasant disposition in the morning, not crabby. I did give you this point.
I'm not crappy. I just
No.
don't want to get out of bed.
You're not crabby, and you don't want, but so I gave you this point because I'm considering it on a relative scale.
Okay.
And the amount of shit you have to put up with from all 5 of the kids in the morning on the mornings when you do it, and how patiently you do it, is like, yeah, if by the time I'm out of bed on the days when I'm sleeping in, you're a little bit not like,
I'm not gonna lie. Some days you are crappy when you come.
oh yeah, yeah. No, I know I am. I'm just saying, compared to where I would be after going through a morning like you do every morning, you are definitely not crabby. Keep snacks in refrigerator for late eating. Yes, you definitely got that point.
Yeah, I did.
Um,
I keep snacks in my purse too, but that's because I'm a mom.
yeah. Likes educational and cultural things. Yes. We're
Mm-hmm.
going to Star Wars Burlesque in a week.
Woohoo!
That's educational and cultural.
I'm not quite sure, but okay.
It's cultural.
Pop culture.
It's still culture. Pop culture is culture. Because the pop stands for popular, and culture is what lots of people.
I'm just going
Dude.
for the boobies.
Okay, I'm going for the ass.
Okay. And then like the dancing.
Reacts with pleasure and delight to marital congress. I love that they can't just say sex. They can't say lovemaking. They can't do like it's marital congress. So like, the chair recognizes the gentlewoman from the Caribbean.
I reclaim my time.
No, I reclaim my time because I came to
No, I reclaim my time. My time.
reclaiming my time. I'd like to submit a motion to impeach the vagina for queefing during the act.
Reclaiming my time.
That one's worth 10 points. Faithful and true to husband, also 10 points. You also got those
How do you know?
because you don't have the energy for an affair. Same way you know with me.
I mean, I have to be awake. I have to be out the house. Oh, that's a lot of work right there.
Has pleasant voice, not strident. I don't know what strident would mean in the vocal sense, but I gave you the point. I enjoy your voice.
Oh, thank you. So
But yes, I don't know what strident means.
I've always been like not self-conscious about my voice, but I'm like, my voice isn't great. And then when I started teaching yoga, the amount of people that come up to me like, oh my God, I love your voice. I just want you to put me to bed every night. I'm like, oh.
Well, I mean, I could see when you're teaching yoga, you do have 2 very different tones that you can use. Like your voice can do these 2 different things, and like the speaking to a child to calm them down voice is very different from your making dirty jokes on stream voice. And I could see the yoga teacher voice being like the calming and like, speaking more of an airy quality. But like, it would get annoying if you talk like that all the time.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I do.
Skywise says your voice is excellent.
Oh, thank you.
So strident voice would be loud, screechy in that ever so 1930s misogynistic way. So that'd be like, what's her face?
Janice?
Yes. That's not her real name. That's her character on Friends,
name.
isn't it?
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, her voice.
Or Fran Fine.
Yeah, Fran, what's her face? Fran Drescher.
Yeah, that's what it. Fran Fine.
Fran Drescher is the one that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, no.
But she also, I'm pretty sure, I seem to recall having seen an interview where, like, that's a voice that she puts on.
Yeah,
that's not
she does
her
the
actual
same thing
voice.
with Janice. They don't talk like that.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I thought of with that. But has spunk, will defend her ideals and religion. I mean, you have spunk after I'm done with you.
Nah. The answer to that one is yes.
Yeah, no, I know. You got the point. Praises husband in public. Yes, you got that point.
Of course. You're
Right.
amazing.
Writes often and lovingly when away from home, or when away from husband. To update that into modern parlance, I'm just texting. I'm like, yeah, we text each other when you're gone.
We text each other when we're not gone.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, unless you're actively in a yoga class where it would be super weird for the teacher to pull out her phone and start texting.
Yeah.
You text me all the time.
I do.
Writes to husband's parents regularly. I didn't give you that point because I don't think...
I don't write to them, but I invite Granny over all the time when we have stuff.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
well, maybe she does and I don't know.
And she's like, oh, like the last one. She's like, oh my gosh, thank you for inviting me.
Okay. So now you get 3.5 points added onto your score at the end.
Thank you.
So I'll give you that one. Willing to assist husband at office or shop. That's what you're doing right now. And you also spend a lot of time when you're supposed to be doing schoolwork designing stickers and stuff for my store. Go to store.viceround.com to see some of the stickers that are there. Hasn't been updated in a while.
No, and you need to like find that one video where I was like, oh yes, more stickers.
This is another one that has kind of archaic language that at the time this was the nicer way of referring to them, but in retrospect it's just like, ooh, that's kind of yikes. Sympathetic, likes children and unfortunates. I gave you the point.
Who the hell are unfortunates?
Like poor people and homeless people.
I mean, yeah,
the people who are unfortunate.
Yeah.
But I feel like in this case, they might also mean like single mothers because they're being like 1930s judgy.
Well, it's my friend group.
Keeps hair neatly combed or shampooed, and it looks like it says waved, but Tom and Haley said it said waxed. And
no, I think it's waved because they used to do the wave thingy.
Okay. Well, it keeps hair neatly combed or shampooed and waved. I gave you the point. It's like you got the black hair going on, where if you don't take care of it for a day, it's done for.
No, you can deduct points from that.
Why?
100%.
You're saying you don't keep your hair
No.
clean and coiffed?
No, I wash it once. It goes in a bun and it stays in a bun for 2 days until I wash it again.
Okay, but that's how you take care of your hair, and then you
No,
have
I do that because I have children.
Okay, sure. Okay, so now you're back down to only 2.5 points. Bonus at the end.
I'm an honest wife, okay?
Okay. Often comments on husband's strength and masculinity. I gave you the point for this one, even though it's not necessarily those specific features that you comment on. I just consider that like paying compliments, essentially. Because, like, I'm not terribly strong. And masculinity, like, we've had conversations about that where, like, our final conclusion is, like, what the fuck does it even mean?
Yeah.
It's like, it means different things to everybody. Like, I consider things to be masculine that are very different from what our asshole neighbor considers to be masculine.
You need to deal with them, please.
Yes, I know. Good seamstress can make her own clothes or the children's clothes. You did not get that point.
No, I did not. I mean, I can shop for their clothes really well. I have their sense of style when I shop.
Yeah, but that's not being a seamstress.
I mean, can we update it for this day?
I don't think shopping would really count as that update. Gives husband shampoo or manicure. You have never shampooed my hair or manicured my fingernails. So you did not get that.
I've asked you to do your toes, and you're like, no, don't touch my toes.
You've asked if you can do my toes?
Yeah.
Okay, but that's a pedicure. This says manicure.
Yeah, but you have nice hands.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, look at you complimenting me in front of other people.
Yeah, but I tell you that all the time. I'm like, oh, you have nice hands.
Okay, well,
I mean, I buy you shampoo.
I mean, yeah, but like you buy me the same shampoo that I bought myself before you showed up. And
Yeah,
you...
it didn't say get you other shampoo. It's like, just get you shampoo.
Yeah, it says give husband shampoo. It doesn't.
Oh, so I'm supposed to...
I think it means actually like washing my hair for me.
like a dog groomer, but for my husband.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, that would feel very nice.
It does. When you go to the
It
hairdresser,
would also
and they
be
do
very
that.
weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, because we don't have like the little
Yeah.
sink setup thing. So like to actually come in the shower to wash my hair with me, that would just be...
Well, I guess you'd be in the tub, and then I'd be outside the tub, and I'd be washing your hair.
Oh, I guess. Okay, I don't know what's happening in the chat, but Isaac said toe stream. So yeah, no, I have bad toes. Bravely carries on during financial depression. We haven't really experienced a financial depression.
I have.
Yeah, together we have not.
No, we haven't.
I gave you the point because I can't see you not bravely carrying on or whatever. Like, what else are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, that's the thing. What else do you do?
Yeah. Healthy or courageous and uncomplaining. I gave you that.
Thank you.
The only things you complain about are usually things that, like, I start you off on.
Or my back hurts.
Even then, not really. Like, you just might say, like, oh, my back hurts, and then that's the end of it. You know, like, you're not like the child of mine who was sitting on the couch whining all morning about his knee hurting.
Oh, that was today.
Yes, that was today. He asked not to go to school. And this is also the child that he's a bit of a hypochondriac. He has been... Where's Puddles? Oh, Puddles is in the bed. Thank you for reminding me. There she is. So this is the child that has been to the hospital for foot pain so frequently, and it has ended up being nothing, that the hospital actually told us to start ignoring him when he says it.
Okay, so now we're going to be fair to him, because we've recently come to the conclusion that we think he's dyslexic. And when I was looking up some of the symptoms and attributes of dyslexia, one of them is like sensitive to pain.
Hypersensitivity with pain.
And one of the things, and earaches. And one of the things he complains about all the time are earaches.
But also, he, like, the placebo effect heals him. No, are you saying turn it off?
Yes, please.
Okay. The placebo effect also heals him perfectly.
Yeah.
Like, every time. Like, there have been times when, like one of the times when he had an earache, but like we had just gotten back from the hospital from his last earache, and they looked at it and was like, no, it's not infected. One of the ways we like when he was complaining that time was I think was it the olive oil we used?
Mm-hmm.
Just because I guess if like people have problems with earwax, one of the ways that you can take care of that, like just little drop of olive oil every now and then, helps keep things flowing the way they're supposed to. And so I had just done that myself or something, so I had it out and ready and everything, and he was like, oh, my ear hurts. Okay, well, here, this will fix it for you. And immediately, it's all better now. And same thing, like this morning, his tummy hurt as well. Gave him 1 Tums. Like, okay, he's better. And it's like, it was not, like, the impression I was getting was not that it was like an indigestion sort of thing that Tums would have actually been good for.
Right. I'm not saying that he hasn't learned to use his powers for evil, but to give him some grace that he probably is in pain more times than not.
Yeah, but okay. Anyway, where were we? Healthier, courageous, and uncomplaining. Keeps self dainty, perfumed, and feminine. I did not give you that point because, but like this isn't the first one that kind of made me think this, but like there are several spots in this where it's like, okay, well he's determining what's a merit and a demerit, and how much they're worth. But like, people have different preferences.
Right.
I don't want you to keep yourself perfumed because that is gross. Like, I want you to not be smelly, but you're not smelly, so I'm happy.
I am smelly. You just don't know it.
And yeah, you're I would not describe you as dainty.
Why not?
Because you can be tough and dainty. Like, when I picture dainty, I picture like,
He didn't say helpless.
no, I know, but like, when I picture dainty, I picture like, you know, the
Yeah, I'm not fragile. That's
the princess who needs rescuing.
Well, you
Oh, I
kinda-
broke a nail.
you kind of did rescue me.
Okay, yeah, but that
My-
wasn't
my
because you
love.
needed rescuing. You would have figured something out if I hadn't come along, and you would have courageously carried on.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Oh, you lose 5 points on this one. You're not the same religion as me, because I'm just like atheist, nothing supernatural whatsoever, where you're more along the spiritual, like, yeah.
I'm spiritual practical.
Also, we did discuss this a little bit, not on stream, but there was a recent study that came out where they were looking at how science can be perceived, like it an appreciation of science is basically, it has the same effects as spirituality on people that are atheists. And like, it was specifically looking at atheists. It wasn't doing the thing that a lot of studies like this do, where it's like, oh, nuns are all the same category, even though there's these, like, we're both nuns because we don't really have religion, but like, the people who are spiritual but not religious are also in the nuns category.
What makes somebody a nun?
You don't adhere to a specific religion. Like, what religion would you say you
So
are?
then what's a Catholic nun?
No, not None, not
Oh.
N-U. Sorry.
It's like
I thought,
I
okay.
was hearing that on the stream last night. I was like,
okay,
what is going on?
I was like, I know, okay, you weren't paying full attention to the stream because you were doing schoolwork, but like, because you were involved in the stream, I'm like, she watched the stream, so surely she like saw the thing that said nuns or whatever, so I didn't
Yeah.
feel the need to explain it. But
No, and the whole time I'm like, okay.
no, it's Nones, nuns.
Okay.
So yeah, you do not belong to any particular religion, do you?
No.
And if you do, that's a surprise to me. Yeah, neither do I. So depending on who you're asking, yeah, that puts us in the same religion. You get those 5 points, but I'm a different subset of the nuns than you are. So
Is
yeah,
it nuns or nons?
it's nuns. Everybody says nuns.
Just because everyone does something doesn't make it right.
I didn't say it did. It's just, when you're talking about language convention, that literally is how it happens.
Nons.
This is where you get most of your points from.
Yay!
Has minor children to care for, 5 points per child. So I included mine in there, so you get
Yes.
25 points.
I'm like, you better.
This one, you absolutely crashed and burned on, and I feel like you're going to agree with me with that assessment. Unfriendly terms with the neighbors.
I'm on friendly terms with
Kathy?
his son.
With the son?
Yeah, we met the other night and we shook hands. Hey, how you doing? And he was coming over to like look at Puddles, and Puddles was not having it though. I was like, nope, you get out.
Like his adult son, who's
Yeah.
like always running around in the hoodie.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And his daughter's quite embarrassed by him, and
Oh, I know that.
yeah,
She's in the background of the video that we have of him freaking out,
yeah.
just like kind of shaking her head. His wife tries to have his back because I feel like they have like kind of the traditional
Yeah.
marriage thing going, but like, I can tell that she's the intelligent one.
Yeah.
In the
No,
relation-
her and I still say hi to each other now. It's just him.
Okay.
But I'm on really bad terms with him.
So half a point then?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 3 points at the end.
So I'm thinking of like my other neighbors. I was always friendly with my other neighbors.
Yeah, and you're friendly with Kathy.
Yeah.
And have we talked to the people? Do you talk to the people that way?
No, but the
Because they're only down like on weekends, I think. Like they live in Toronto, or he
The
works
one
in
right
Toronto.
behind us?
Yeah. No, 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 not him. Okay, yeah. I'm on friendly terms with him,
Yeah.
but like we don't really chat. It's just like,
No,
oh,
we
hey,
do
how's
the
it
whole
going?
good morning. Yeah.
Yeah. But then the other house, the ones that they just moved in this
Oh,
year,
okay.
I think he works in Toronto, so but they like stay there for the week and then they're down here on the weekends
How do you know this?
because I talked to them once.
What?
I thought you were with me then.
No.
Okay. Is that I don't know, maybe I
A, you went outside,
Okay.
and then B, you talked to people.
Yeah, no, it was before. Okay, they moved in before I was with you. I don't know how it came up.
Crazy talk.
I can surprise you.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
Fair and just in settling the children's quarrels with others. Yeah, I mean, there are some times when like when we're trying to teach the children a lesson where like maybe we're not the most fair in the world. Like right now, one of my kids is grounded because
I'm very creative. Everybody's so creative.
he broke so many rules. They're like, and yes, sorry. It's a bit of a nothing burger because like what they did was not terribly like it didn't really inconvenience anyone, but like we do control the screen time, and they know that they're not supposed to be on screens without permission, and like their devices are set up such that like when the device is unlocked, you're allowed to go on it, and they know when the schedule is and everything. He found my work tablet.
No. Other rule, though.
Found. Sorry?
Other rule. Kids aren't allowed in the office.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Oh, okay.
So they found my work tablet that I use for my teleprompter, which is an old piece of crap tablet. And one morning, my oldest was like, "Oh, what's his face was in the office this morning when I came downstairs." And I don't know why, but like as soon as they heard me, they like hurried and like ran out of the office. And me being me, I was just like, okay, well, there must have been like food or something that he was squirreling away because that's what it usually is. And but then when I went to record my video yesterday, I grabbed my tablet and I'm like, oh, that's weird. I thought I plugged it in last time because like last time I recorded, the battery was at 20%. So I would have plugged it in and just left it because I don't touch it when I'm not using it. So it would have just stayed plugged in. I'm like, oh, that's weird. That's not plugged in. And the battery's at 75%. What? Like I would expect it to be at, because like I turn it off. It would have been at either 100 or 0.
Right.
So I'm like 75 is weird. And then I'm like, okay, well the aux cable, the audio cable that I use to plug it into my microphone thing so that my teleprompter thing can hear me when I'm talking, I never unplug that because then I'll lose the cable.
Do you know where it is?
It's unplugged. Well, I plugged it back into it
okay.
before I left because it was just unplugged and dropped on the floor. It's like, that's weird. It's unplugged and dropped on the floor. So then I turn on the tablet and YouTube was open and it was on like some like how to do something or other in Minecraft video. I'm like, okay, I know what's going on now. And then I checked to see whether or not there were like whether there were any apps installed, and there was like a Fortnite skin app installed, and like something else that I had said no to on his phone was installed. So I'm like uninstalling these apps, and then so I'm like, okay, I'm putting a pin on this now. So I set it up with a pin, and when I did that, I got to the lock screen, and they had changed the lock screen to be a picture of themselves. So now I'm just like, I'm not even mad that they broke the rules. I'm just mad that they were so sloppy about it. But yeah, so like there's the rule, like you don't come in the office without permission because like there's lots of expensive equipment in here that kids will break. You don't use devices when you're not allowed on devices. And this was like the wee hours of the morning. Like my oldest gets up at 5:45 to get ready for school. And so you'd like, they were up before that. So this is like the wee hours of the morning. And it's just like, So now they're grounded. And I haven't told them why. So you might consider this to be not fair, but part of the reason is that like, I want to know what else what else they've been sneaking around with. It's like, when you tell me why I grounded you, then I will tell you when you're ungrounded.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the reason for this is to like learn other stuff. And so they came up to me and was like, is it because I ate sugar? You're like, no, it's not because you ate sugar. Didn't know you ate sugar. Now I do.
Giving away the plan.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, so we'll see how long it takes them to figure it out.
Last time I did it, they figured it out very quickly.
Yeah, but because the grounding didn't happen for probably a couple days after the incident,
Mm,
it wasn't forefront in the mind.
true.
But like, I'm sure next time they try to sneak in to use my tablet and they find the lock screen with the pin, you're like, oh.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, so that's fair and just in settling the children's quarrels with others. Likes to vacation with husband. You got that point.
Yes.
That's only worth 1 point
What?
on this guy that like, it's like, no, like, I like spending time with you. You like spending time with me. I feel like that's an important part of a long-lasting marriage.
I like spending time with you alone.
Yeah.
Without other people.
Yeah.
And children.
Yeah. So like that should be weighted. That should be like 25 points right there. But no, it's only 1. An active member of some women's organization. You didn't get that point because I don't think you are. I feel like you would be if there was one, and not like I wouldn't say specifically a women's organ. I would say like some social organization. Like
Yeah,
whether it be a book
But that was
club or-
also in a time where women didn't work, so they
Yeah.
needed something to do.
Yeah, so I could say like if you had time
Yeah.
and there was an organization or club or something that you wanted to, you would absolutely do that, but
Yeah.
you are not currently, so you didn't get the point.
Boo.
Often tells husband she loves him. You got that point. And that's 5 points.
Ooh. Is it 5 points per every time I tell you during the day?
No, it's just 5 points
Oh,
for the thing
'cause-
in general.
I would be a winner chicken dinner.
And I feel like that's more important than the taking the kids to church so I can sleep in one. But it's only 5 points, and taking the kids to church so I can sleep in is 10.
Because A, you get to sleep in, but B, I'm also instilling good Christian values into our children at the same time.
I don't think there is such a thing as good Christian values. I've never seen an atheist defend slavery.
Yeah, no.
Although I have seen atheists defend horrible shit like being misogynistic and anti-trans and fucking Sargon guy with his "I wouldn't even rape her" joke. Yeah, that was bad. Polite and mannerly even when alone with husband. I gave you the point even though what we consider polite and mannerly today is very different from what they would have considered it back then.
Yeah.
Because like by 1930s standards, you're pretty vulgar. But so am I.
Yeah, but take that out, because that is our humor, though.
Yeah.
So take that out. We are very polite to each other.
Yeah.
What was the other word? I forgot.
Mannerly.
Mannerly. Yeah, we are very
Yeah,
polite to each other.
we mind our P's and Q's.
Yeah.
Actually, no. So you know the origin of that phrase?
No, I don't.
It's like, it's for when there was a bar fight. The bartender would be like, would like try and get them to stop fighting by saying, "Mind your pints and quarts."
Ah,
I don't know, like that might just be the urban legend origin of that phrase, but that's my
Mhm.
understanding of it. So people use it today to say be polite, but my interpretation of it that way is that it means mind your own damn business.
yeah. Well, no, mind your P's and Q's is please and thank yous. It's what I've always.
Yeah.
Anyways, continue, because we haven't even gotten to mine yet.
Less Than Lucid says Cod Sargon trash can. Yeah. Willing to get a job to help support the home. Yes. That you're in school to get a high paying job to help support the home. And we had a conversation yesterday about how you might be getting a part-time job in the meantime
True story.
to pay our kids' therapy bills. Praises marriage before young women contemplating it. I did not give you that point because what the fuck does that even mean? Saying the institution of marriage is praiseworthy?
I think so. No,
No. I will be perfectly happy if none of my kids ever get married.
me too.
Is unselfish and kind-hearted. Only worth 1 point for some reason, but you got it. Okay. On to the demerits.
Oh, let me do your thing first.
Oh, you're starting with my merits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Gives wife sample or ample allowance or turns paycheck over to her. Yes.
Yep. I do not know where my debit card is right now. The kids ask me for it when they're going to school because apparently today was supposed to be cafeteria day.
Yes. And I told you last night, tomorrow's cafeteria day, your debit card's in my wallet.
Okay, I don't know where your wallet is. It's in your purse. I don't know where your purse is.
Did you look?
No.
Oh, okay. So they didn't get lunch.
No, I told them to pack a Maine. So they can do it tomorrow.
Okay.
I didn't want to wake you up.
Courteous to wife's friends.
You didn't give me that point?
I didn't. I don't know why I didn't.
I'm nice to your friends.
I'm like maybe because he doesn't see my friends. No,
I
you
mean,
are. You're
I-
just nice to everybody, though.
I did accidentally like kind of offend your Christian friends when we were at your birthday dinner,
Yeah.
but that was because I didn't know they were your Christian friends, and somebody brought up something about religion, and I
You
went
went
off
at
on.
it.
Yeah, I did what I do. I wasn't being rude though. I just wasn't really considering the feelings of other people. Okay, I see it. I heard it.
Oh.
You owe me 1 point though, because I feel like I get that one.
Okay, 1 point. Frequently compliments wife on her looks, cooking, and housekeeping. Well,
You gonna take that one away now?
I might. And that was a 5-er. Oh, let's just call it even Stevens.
Okay. Okay.
Remembers birthdays, anniversaries, etc. Yes. Helps wife with dishes, caring for children, scrubbing.
Scrubbing.
See, that's
Just the category of scrubbing.
that's the progressive part.
Okay, yeah. I help with the housework. Yeah, but you see, this is where like you see the 1930s misogyny, where it's like you are the housekeeper,
Yeah.
so that's your job,
Yeah.
and like if I help, that's a bonus.
Yeah. But it's still like that's even
But
a
it's
thing.
it's the expectation of you. It's the bonus if I do it.
No, I get that. But the fact that it's even a consideration of the man even doing it.
Also, like that's a 5-pointer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yours is only a 1-pointer for being a neat housekeeper, because that's just the base expectation for women.
Yeah. No, I get all that. Polite and mannerly, even when alone with his wife. Yes. Ah. Consults wife opinion, re business and social affairs. Yes. Has date with wife at least once per week. We try, so I gave you the point.
Okay.
Even though we don't actually, because we've got 5 kids.
And it's 5 per date, so if we did it more than once per week, it would be okay.
Reads newspapers, books, or magazines aloud to wife. So,
You counted my stream for that?
no, I count every time you're like, hey, this article, blah, 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 blah. So it's not in the intention that they mean where like the husband sits down and the wife listens to the news because her husband shares it with her. It's because you share everything with me.
It's because we enjoy conversing with each other.
A good conversationalist, steady worker and good provider. Yes, yes. Leaves car for wife on days when she might need it. By default, because you don't leave the house. Yes.
Yeah, that one should be on yours. Do you leave it for me on days that I need it? But we have 2, so.
Wait.
Did you skip all of them?
What? Why is there only 2?
Are you in our chat? Because you only sent me 2 of them.
Oh, no, there's the other one. They're just in the wrong order.
Okay.
Okay. Gives wife real movie kisses, not dutiful pecks on the cheek.
You didn't give me that point?
You did not get that point.
We kiss. Well, okay. We kiss when your teeth are brushed.
Excuse me? And what about your teeth?
Same.
But when we
And
do,
our schedules are so hectic that sometimes that doesn't happen until like dinner time.
yeah, but no, you still don't get that one.
Okay, yeah, we should kiss more. We should make out more.
Because it's not just about the kissing; it's the movie kiss.
Oh, apparently somebody's been redeeming hats,
Oh,
and Jassa is now keeping a tally of hats owed.
oh,
But
you better
like
start
because
putting
I
it-
didn't set up that,
Oh, I can wear one.
Okay,
It goes with
there
my
you go.
outfit.
I didn't set up that that notification on this stream yet, so we haven't been hearing the dings when it happens.
If wife is ill, phones from work to inquire about her. Yes. Oh, the smoke in my head's coming out. Neatly hangs up his clothes on hooks or hangers. No.
I moved my neatly hung jacket from behind you for your backdrop today. Just don't look at the shirt that's not even on a hanger right there.
Okay. So no.
Okay.
1
point?
No.
For my jacket?
That is the one thing you hang up. 1. Kisses wife when leaving for a work trip. Yes.
Work or a trip.
Yeah, whatever. We know I can't read. I don't know why you're correcting me on that. Handy about house, refixing iron, vacuum, hanging pictures, etc. Yes.
Oh, you gave me that point?
Yeah. You hang up all the pictures.
Yeah, but like fixing things.
I'm not saying I don't also fix things, but
I'm saying that like I'm at a stage of my life where it's like even if this is something I could fix, I'd rather call someone else to do it.
I have no problem with that. But you did. You switched out the fan, the light in our
True, yeah, I
room.
guess.
Um,
Yeah, you won't say I'm good at it once our house burns down because of my shoddy wiring. Let's hope
Insurance
the insurance
money and
company
new
doesn't see
home.
the stream.
Enjoy it, taking wife along with him wherever he goes. Absolutely.
Alex Markle is asking, is this a 30s couples thinly veiled list of fetishes? No. So for those who might have joined the stream after I explained what this is a marital rating scale where we're giving each other a score of merits and demerits to see whether or not we're good spouse material.
Okay. Doesn't interfere with wife's correction of children. I gave you that point. Carries adequate insurance for family. I gave you that point, although we might have just lost it. Doesn't quarrel with wife before children or the public. Oh, I didn't give you that.
Give me that point?
I didn't
We
give
don't fight in front of people, except well, we fight in front of these people, but that's not really fighting.
We don't actually fight, so I don't know why. I'll give you that point.
Okay. Also, well, there have been people in the past that have like
Oh yeah.
gotten like moderately upset because they think we're actually fighting
Yeah.
on stream. It's like no. We're like this is fun banter, and if
Yeah.
it seems like a fight, it's not.
I think someone told us we need therapy or something
I mean, we do,
independently.
but like that's not why.
No. Makes guests feel welcome, an interesting entertainer. I did not give you that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Often tells wife he loves her. Yes. Usually comes home with a smile. Well, you don't leave the home, but yes, you smile when you see me. Shares his business and personal problems with her. Yes.
They had that in the positive category.
Yeah, because you're including me.
I know, but I feel like in the 1930s, it was more like, no, men deal with problems by themselves, sort of
Oh,
thing.
he didn't ask her opinion. He just shares it with her.
Okay.
Oh, see, there we go. I gave you a point that you shouldn't have.
Good humored in the morning.
Yeah. Holds wife's coat and opens doors for her. You try. You think about it too late, but you try.
Yes, there have been more than one occasions when I've like opened a door, started to walk through it, and then awkwardly been like, after you.
Good humored in the morning. Not so if we're in bed together and the kids are doing whatever, like yes. But if you have to wake up and come downstairs to children, not so much.
Well, okay. Also, we kind of figured out what happens with me on days when your kids are here in the mornings is our biggest source of conflict there is getting them ready for school, because one of the issues that we have is like they will often like be resistant to going to school, and so oftentimes in the morning the process of getting them in the vehicle and out to school can take, like on a good day it'll take half an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some days where it takes like 45 minutes to an hour. And I don't like, and this is part of having ADHD, could also be part of autism, to go to your thing, but I am not good at transitions. And so the whole like, we are getting you to like, we're like getting you ready to go to school, the fact that that lasts so long, it's like that's in transition time that entire time. So like if it's get them breakfast and so like just have a normal morning or whatever, I'm okay with that part. If it's like, you know, we got some downtime in between when you got to get ready for school, and
Yeah, weekends are pretty
I'm
good because
I'm
we
good
have
with
nowhere
that.
to be.
Yeah, and like
It's
on the
weekdays.
weekends, like just getting up and being with the kids and hanging out and stuff, like I can be good with that. It's the like half an hour of like, please just put your sock on. No, don't take your sock back off. Please put your jacket on. Put your boot on. And I just I get less patient, like, because I'm just
You start out with no patience on those mornings.
okay.
Oh, I thought you were looking at somebody at the door. I was like,
No,
who's
no, no.
here?
I'm reading over your shoulder.
Oh, okay. Even tempered. I gave you that point, but I'm reconsidering that.
I think if you average it,
Oh,
because I'm very good most of the time. It's just
You are.
when I lose my patience, I do lose my patience. And
Yeah.
like before anybody reads too much into that, like no, I would never like lay hands on a child or like be verbally abusive to them. It's just like
put on your shoes.
put on your goddamn shoes.
Let me work. Oh. Does not use tobacco. Oh, I didn't give you that point.
Yeah. Okay, so what's that? 2 Yomi now?
Yes.
Okay.
Interested in athletics? No.
Nope. Couldn't care less.
Writes often and lovingly when away from home?
Aw.
Yes.
Yes.
Plays with children or helps them with lessons? Yes. You're very good with the lessons. Not like you must not do this lessons, but teaching them about evolution and
Yeah,
like
I'm-
the universe and
I would say that I'm good with playing with them too.
Yeah. No, but I just want to specify lessons. It's not like
Okay. I
"Let
thought
me
you were
teach
saying
a
like
lesson with this belt lesson."
I thought you were saying that I'm good with teaching them stuff.
No.
I'm not good with playing with them. But I'm like, I was being Bluey's clothes the other day.
No, I
and
just
it was
wanted to
ridiculous
clarify
and
after we
fun,
talked about
and-
her, like that it wasn't like teaching them lessons. It's like actually like teaching them sciencey stuff
Yeah.
and like universe and evolution and dinosaurs. But yes, no, you are good with them playing with them.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is some selfishness in that too, because like getting a 4-year-old to say Parasaurolophus is fucking adorable.
That was 5 points.
About being good with the kids.
Yeah, playing with your children.
Nice. Again, that should be something that's just like
I'm like willing to go shopping with wife. You did not get that.
I'm willing, just resistant.
You did not get that point.
Okay.
Waits up for wife or calls for her. I put a dot over it. Calls for her at party.
Like if you're out, I'd wait up for you.
I feel like you would.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. Like, it depends when you're getting home. If you're just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be out partying, and you know, this is my one night with the girls, and we're going wild this time. I'm not even gonna be back until 4 a.m. Then like, no, I wouldn't wait up for you then.
No, but I also feel like you would in the sense like because you want to make sure that I get home safe.
Yeah.
So I gave you the point.
I could also see me like setting an alarm, like, oh, you're gonna be home at 4. Okay, I'll set an alarm for 3:30 so I can get some sleep, but still make sure that you get in the door safely.
Yeah. Okay. Neat in appearance, shoes, shined, haircut, suit press.
I need a haircut now.
You did not get that point. Attends church or urges children to attend Sunday school. 10 points.
I like how for like so that one is 10 points for you, but it's not. So it sends children to church or Sunday school and goes herself.
Yeah.
That one it's urges
Or.
children to go to Sunday school or goes himself.
Yeah.
So like, I like how it's expected that the woman will be going, but the man it's optional.
Yep. Attends parent-teacher meeting and educational lectures. You hate it, and you would try to avoid going if you could, but sometimes your kids are like, no, you have to, and then you do
Well,
go.
Yeah, and parent-teacher meetings, like, okay. I've always been good about going to the parent-teacher meetings, but like recently it's been like all of my kids go to school in places that are like a half-hour drive from my house. Like when it was the school just down the road, yeah, we go to the parent-teacher meeting, we sit down, the teacher says, yeah, we don't really have any concerns. I say, okay, thanks, and then we move on. When it's a half hour away and the conversation is the same,
I
like,
get it.
I just wasted so much gas to hear you say you have no concerns about my child.
That's why I asked my kids' teacher. I was like, are you sure? We talk regularly. At one point we were emailing every day. Now it's like maybe once a week. And whenever I see her in the yard, schoolyard, or picking them up after school, she's been coming out to talk to me. So it's like,
Yeah.
do I need to come in? Do I not? Because,
Yep.
Okay, a fast and efficient worker. Oh, wait. Damn it. Oh, ambitious ambitious, works or studies to gain promotion. Yes. I mean, you are your own boss, but you do continue to work and study.
Doesn't get higher promoted than owner of the company.
But you still work and study. Surprises wife occasionally with candy, flowers, and gifts. Yes. A fast and efficient worker, not the pottering sort. You didn't get that point.
Yeah, no, ADHD.
Willingly prepares own breakfast. And if by prepare breakfast you mean cereal, yes.
Yeah, well, I've done other stuff for myself from breakfast on occasion.
On occasion.
Yeah, when we're out of cereal.
Ardent lover sees that the wife has orgasm in marital congress.
Ooh,
You got-
20 points.
Oh, fuck. I didn't give you 20.
You didn't give me 20.
No, I only give you like 1 or 5.
God damn it, woman. You gotta go back to your spreadsheet and change it.
I do. Okay. 38 is 20 points, not whatever it is. Shows wife attention and affection in public. Yes,
Did you give me 5 for that?
I did.
Okay.
My mind was only on 5s and 1s. The 20 came out of nowhere. Oh, I didn't give you the 10 there.
God damn it. I'm so much better than she scores me.
Is a careful auto driver. Yeah. Kind but firm and the head of his household. Oh, I didn't read that last part.
Yeah, you're kind of the head.
Yeah, I'll take that.
We take your lead on things.
Well liked by men. Courageous. Not a sissy. I didn't know what to do with that one. I mean, you're well liked by your friends, and some of your friends are men.
My audience is mostly male.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So
Okay. I'll give you that one then.
I feel like by 1930s I would qualify as a sissy sometimes.
Yeah, probably. You do the bug thing. You're the one
bug
that like
thing?
captures the bugs and takes them outside. That's the manly thing.
No, the manly thing is just squish it.
Ugh.
But I take it outside because I don't want to kill it.
It's true to his wife. Yes. I don't think I gave you 10.
You didn't give me 10 for not cheating on you?
I told you 1s and 5s.
Oh,
That's all
this
we're
is
doing.
interesting.
What?
Giving you orgasms is more important than not cheating on you.
Yeah. Because if you cheat on me but still give me orgasms, I might still stay.
I feel like no.
I don't know. I've had sexy time out there before, and it's like, meh. Eats whatever is served without grumbling or criticism. Yes.
I grumble and criticize that you make too many things for people to have options when they're eating. Like, just make it and they'll eat it. This is my...
Children are pleased at his arrival home. Yes.
When I leave, yeah. Actually, so completely unrelated, but you know those videos you can find on social media of like, oh, this guy went away and served a 3-year thing in Vietnam, or not Vietnam, it's like Afghanistan, and he came back home, and this is how his dog reacted to seeing them. I feel like if most dogs are like Puddles, that could just be they went grocery shopping, and then they just put those
Yeah.
things on it for the views.
Yep. Tries to keep wife equipped with modern laboring saving devices.
Yeah, we talked yesterday about how when you have your high-paying therapy job, we're gonna have a housekeeper.
Yeah, but you're supposed to keep me equipped. I'm not
Yeah.
supposed to get a job to keep me equipped.
Well, I mean, one of your things was willing to get a job to help pay for shit. So
Yeah.
if that's a good thing for you to do, then when you get a job to help pay for shit, then when we pay for a housekeeper,
Yeah, I want a housekeeper.
yeah, I don't disagree. But it is not in the budget right now. Wait, was that it? Was that it?
What? How do I have so many of these?
I don't know. You need to use OrphanView or something, because the Windows Photo Viewer is garbage.
Ah,
What the fuck is going on there?
I don't know.
Have you done all of them?
Did I do these ones?
I don't know.
Yeah, I did those ones. I did those ones. Yeah, I did all of them.
Oh, Mark Fernkoff is asking. They actually had the word sissy in the question. Yes.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh, wait. Oh, damn it.
Oh, and Skywise is pointing out that sissy back then might have meant gay. So, like, acting like an effeminate gay man sort of thing. Which, no, I don't.
No.
I don't act like the effeminate gay man, but there's plenty of gay men that do not act effeminate. So, did you get all my merits?
Well, I got to figure out which one's the 20.
Is 32. Oh, but you would have done it in a different order.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you remember what you did give me? Like, would you have given 5 for that? Because
6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it's 9 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
so
I gave you 5.
Okay, and then there was one more you had to fix. And then you
the
owe
10
me,
one.
And then you owe me what? 2 more? Just find another 5 and turn to 10 because you would have just seen the number in the brackets. Done 5.
It's 10.
And then you owe me what? Another 2 points, was it? There were like 2 things that, like, I don't use tobacco.
Yes.
And there was something else.
Okay, I gotcha.
And I owe you 3?
Something like that. 2.5 or 3. Can't remember.
Okay. Well, demerits. Slow in coming to bed, delays till husband is almost asleep. I did not give you that one because we usually go to bed at the same time. And yeah, there are days when like you're staying up late doing schoolwork and I go to bed before you and you don't come to bed until like 1 a.m. or something. But like, those are rare days.
Yeah, but that's not intentional. That sounds like it's intentional.
Yeah. It's like, I don't
They
like
don't
spending
want
time
Congress.
with you. So they would like to avoid marital Congress. 2, doesn't like children. This one's worth 5 demerit points. I considered giving you that one because I know sometimes my children drive you nuts, but I did not. Fails to sew buttons or darn socks regularly. You do not do that.
But I do make the kids throw out clothes that need to be thrown out. Does that count?
No, because you're supposed to sew them back together to fix them so that we don't need to spend money on clothes.
I sewed Bluey's skirt that one time.
Wears soiled or ragged dresses and aprons around the house. Again, this is one that I debated because, like, when you don't have anything to do, you just stay in your pajamas or whatever all day. And, like, if they've been pajamas that you've been wearing for a couple days, then you might consider them soiled or whatever. But I didn't give you this one because, like, whatever. Some of them I kind of did like a...
You're saying I do not look like this every day?
Well, some of them I kind of took like I couldn't get over my personal opinion aspect of it, where it's like I don't consider that to be a demerit worthy thing, so fuck it. Wears red nail polish. You got that one. That was not one that I overrided because I don't care, but I thought that was funny.
Well, I do at Christmas time.
Yeah, so you do.
I do.
Like a harlot. I imagine the red lipstick you got on now would be frowned upon as well.
Oh, I thought that might have been on there. That's why I put it
on. Often late for appointments.
Yes. Yeah. All the time.
This is 5. So you get 5 demerits for that.
You can give me minus 10 for that.
Seams and hose often crooked. Like pantyhose.
I was saying hose often. I'm like...
You see hose often.
No, I don't like pantyhose.
No, and I kind of, like, when they talked about, like, hose, I kind of mentally replace it with socks. Because, like, pantyhose in the 30s are not necessarily always, like, what we think of them today. Like,
no, but they'd be considered, like, the sheer tights that women wear. And I could see how it would look awful. Like, some tights have the seam up the back, so if that's, like, crooked, it would look awful.
Yeah, I didn't.
I wouldn't
give you
do that. So
yeah, I didn't give you that one because I knew if you did wear pantyhose, you wouldn't wear them crooked.
Yeah, no.
Goes to bed with curlers on her hair or much face cream. I didn't give you that one, but I did find it amusing that one of the merits was like takes good care of your hair, and now one of the demerits is takes good care of your hair.
So, when I was watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and it's around this time frame.
Yeah.
And what they did, whether this is accurate or not, but what they did was like you go to bed with your husband, you wait till he falls asleep, then you get up and put the curlers and stuff in your hair and come to sleep. But then you have to
fuck
wake
that.
up before your husband, take it all out, put your makeup on, and go back into bed so that he never sees you in your
Fuck that.
sleepy state.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I agree.
Wow.
I'd be single forever if that was the case.
So this one, I feel like you're gonna laugh.
Okay. Ha ha ha. Let's go.
Puts her cold feet on husband at night to warm them.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. And at first you were like expecting me to get like kind of annoyed at it. But then I'm like, nah. I have Raynaud's phenomenon, which is like bad circulation in your hands and feet basically. So my hands and feet are always cold, and I warm them up by like putting them on other body parts of mine all the damn time. So like I'm used to having ice cold hands and feet all over me.
I'm
Like,
surprised it's
yeah, so you did that, and I'm just like, yeah, no, go ahead.
yeah, I'm just surprised it's on this. Like apparently it's always been a thing. It's just a thing women do.
Yeah, we need to hurry up because we have an appointment in
45 minutes.
no, an hour. An hour and 15 minutes technically, but we do have to
Oh,
drive
yeah.
it. Is a backseat driver? No. Flirts with other men at parties or in restaurants? This is worth 5, and no. Is suspicious and jealous? No. I mean,
That's funny. Rory and I were talking about this about last year when she sent the picture of Papa's kissing another girl and it was the stingray or whatever.
yeah.
And she was expecting a reaction from me and I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like,
Yeah. There was some message that you sent me that like I got it. This was my dad paid for a family cruise or whatever. He wanted to take the kids, but they had taken the kids on a cruise by themselves before, and they found it to be too much work with 7 grandkids.
what? Who would have thought?
So they were like, okay, we'll just pay for the parents to come along as well. And I don't like cruises, so I was not really. I wasn't there for me. I was there for the kids, and I know like everybody in the chat now, and they're like, "Oh yeah, such a big problem. You got a free tropical vacation. Oh yeah, complain." I get it, but I was not enjoying myself. But there was some message that you sent me that I don't remember exactly what it was, but I do remember that it triggered a conversation when we got back. That it was like, were you like seriously suggesting that I could have like had sex with someone on the boat, and you would have been okay with that? Like, I forget what it was. It was something along the lines of like go out and have fun or whatever. And I think they had a singles night, and I
Oh, yeah.
joked about going to that, and you
Yeah.
were like, "Oh yeah, you should go." And so like I was confused at that, and so it did trigger that conversation. But like, yeah, no. So like you're like the opposite of suspicious and jealous. Like
Yeah.
you
I mean,
are.
granted, I didn't say you could go
Yeah,
and
I know
sleep
you
with someone.
didn't.
I said go out to a singles
I know
night.
you didn't, and even if you did, it's me. Who am I gonna talk to enough to convince them to actually do anything?
Oh,
But also like the fact that that is a thought that entered my mind that you might have been saying that that was okay is like, no, that's the opposite of suspicious or jealous. Uses slang or profanity, that's 5 demerits. You get that. Smokes, drinks, gambles, or uses dope. You smoke marijuana, so you get 5 demerit points there.
buy lottery tickets once a year too.
Oh yeah, that's true. Talks about former boyfriends or first husband. Yes, you get that one, but like there are legal proceedings involving him right now. How can we not?
Yeah, but it's also like I've talked about my ex-husband, so my kid's dad is not my ex-husband. I had an ex-husband before that. But that's how you learn
Yeah, it's like,
about someone and their experiences and like
yeah.
so you've talked about your wife to me, I talked to you about my ex-husband. Because it also brings in understanding as to how we've developed the habits and traits that we have is all of these relationships that we've had throughout the years. So yeah, you're gonna talk about your past relationships with your current partner. Now, if you're talking about it longingly with your current partner, probably
or like doing
not.
the comparison thing. We're like,
Yeah.
oh, well, my last partner did this and you don't.
Yeah, different story, but like
You
I am going to share my life
cuddle
experiences.
me differently than she did at night when we're going to bed. And that's fine.
Like we're also different people in different
Yep.
shapes and
Yep.
whatever.
But yeah, you got that, demerit, because you do. Squeeze the toothpaste at the top. I didn't give you the point for this. I don't know how you squeeze your toothpaste because I'm a weird germaphobe who has to have his own toothpaste tube.
So I do squeeze it at the top.
I think when they say at the top, they mean like closer to the actual like,
Yeah.
where the toothpaste comes out. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I squeeze it there, but then once it gets low, I like push it all
Yeah.
down.
Okay. But you would get the demerit for that if
Yeah,
I
but I
actually
think-
if I was the kind of person who would even notice that.
Right, but I think also with that they're trying to say like they just squeeze it at the top and then they leave the stuff at the bottom and then they're wasteful type of thing. Whereas I still like roll it up and like make sure to squeeze it all out.
Reminds husband it is her money they're living on. I assume that's for a wife who's making more money than the husband
In the
in the
1930s?
1930s.
Unless he married into wealth.
Yeah, maybe. Oh yeah, was this like back in the dowry days where like
Oh,
you could
maybe.
expect your wife's father to pay you for marrying her?
Maybe.
I don't know. That was 5 demerit points, and you basically have the opposite of that, where like you're constantly, I'm so sorry for using your money. Tells family affairs to casual acquaintances, too talkative. You got the demerit point for that because here we are in front of an audience. So it's not a very big audience, but like we talk about very personal stuff that in the 1930s would have been absolutely scandalous.
Right. But we also talked about that last week before, whenever we were streaming, that like to normalize talking about
Yeah.
your
was a couple
relationship
weeks ago, yeah.
stuff. I mean, not everything, obviously, but like you shouldn't feel ashamed to talk about stuff with your close friends and family because sometimes there's stuff going on that needs to be addressed and you as an individual don't know how to address that, or you need support or help or whatever. Continue.
Then there's a chronic borrower, doesn't keep stocked up. I assume this is like not borrowing money. This would be like, oh, I need a cup of sugar. I'm going to go borrow from the neighbors, sort of thing. It's like, no. Slows up card games with chatter and gossip. We don't play card games.
No. And also, if you talk during movies, I get upset.
No, you don't.
Yes.
No, you just give me the look.
The shh.
Opens husband's personal mail. Now, you're more likely to shove your personal mail at me and say, here you go. Frequently, it exceeds her allowance or family budget. 5 demerits, and you got it.
We've got so many children, though.
I know. Eats onions, radishes, or
No.
garlic before a date or going to bed. You don't eat any of those, except garlic, and even then, it's like in other things. It's not
Yeah. Mm-mm.
like you're just chewing on a clove of garlic, which
No.
I guess they're probably not referring to, but you didn't get that.
Oh, roasted garlic.
Tells risque or vulgar stories, 5 demerits. You get that. Wears pajamas while cooking. You get that. Yeah, you're supposed to get fully dressed and made up before you make me breakfast.
Apparently, I'm supposed to do that before you wake up.
Yeah, apparently. Talks during movies, plays, or concerts. No, that's me. I pause the movie first. I don't just talk over it.
So I'm like fully engaged and invested in this movie, and then you pause it to tell me something that you notice in this movie that doesn't actually have to do with the movie, but it reminded you of something.
Yeah.
Continue.
Is more than 15 pounds overweight. I didn't give you this one. Because I don't fucking care.
So you're saying I am 15 pounds overweight.
What does overweight mean?
You just said you don't care, therefore I am overweight. You didn't say I'm not overweight. You said you think I'm 15 pounds overweight.
What I take this to mean is
I really don't care.
yeah, I know. What I take this to mean is unattractive. And you are not unattractive. So
Oh, I'm adorable.
yeah, so I did not give you demerit points for being ugly.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know what overweight is. That's relative to the individual as
Yeah.
well.
I assume 1930s. When was the BMI thing invented? Because
No
the
idea.
BMI is not a good measure for what counts as overweight, but like I feel like it's something like that they're going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, overweight means different things in different contexts. Often whining and complaining. You didn't get that one. Discourteous to sales clerks and hired help. You did not get that one. Shoulder straps, hang over arms, or slip is uneven and shows. Yeah, you did get that one. It's like when your bra straps show sometimes.
I can't help it because like my shoulders like go downward, they don't go across. So do my straps. What am I supposed to do?
Get shoulder surgery. Fails to wash top of milk bottle before opening it. We're in Canada. We have milk in bags. So, yeah.
Shall I wash the bags first?
I guess.
Sure.
Corrects husband's speech or actions before others. 5 demerits. Yes, you get that. How many times have you told me to stop mansplaining while we're streaming and I'm mansplaining?
I know, I kind of feel like the audience says it first, and then I'm like, yeah, stop mansplaining. So technically they're telling you.
Saves punishment of children for father at night. No, you will interrupt my work to have me come and do stuff.
Oh.
Serves dinner but fails to sit down till meal is half over, then wants husband to wait for her. So you do serve dinner and then fail to sit down because until the meal is half over, but not because you don't expect me to wait for you.
No.
And it's usually because you're like up and running back and forth to like one of your kids, can I have water? Oh, can I have this? Can I have that? And like you're doing stuff for people to like that's part of getting the meal on the table. And if everybody just waited for you, then the food would be cold. And I hate that they don't wait for you. I would rather everybody just wait and everybody eat at the same time, even if it means cold food.
No.
And it drives me nuts. I wish you would make us wait for you.
No.
So you did not get that demerit point. Wears pajamas instead of nightgown. I gave you that one because it depends. You do have a nightgown that you wear, but you also sometimes wear pajamas.
I can't find nightgowns that I want, though.
Yeah, well, apparently that's a demerit, though. Fails to bathe or brush teeth often enough. I did not give you that point.
Oh, you did not give me.
I didn't give you a demerit for failing to bathe. Like, yeah, there are days where, like, for both of us, there are days where we don't shower, but I'm the one that gets stinky, not you.
That's because I take care of myself.
Yeah, well, that's why you didn't get the point. 5 points. Put stockings to soak in wash basin. Like, first off, it's a wash basin. Why would you not soak the washing stuff in the wash basin?
I don't know.
But
you're not supposed to see me do it.
Yeah, but
it's all an illusion.
But yeah, no, you don't soak clothes in the sink.
I want to downstairs, but we need to clean it up first.
Serves too much from tin cans or the delicatessen store.
What's a delicatessen store?
The deli. Like deli meats. Deli meats instead of cooking. I did not give you that point because like for too much is relative and like with our kid, like your kid, one of the only things that he will eat is canned beans. So like the idea of not giving him or giving her canned beans every couple days is like, no, that would just be a fight.
Yeah.
Visits mother too often, a spoiled child. I've met your mother like twice. And well, she lives in Toronto, so it's not like you could go too often even if you wanted to. And she's in the Caribbean right now, so.
I'm just trying to think though. If we were like closer together. I mean, obviously it'd be more than what I see her now. But I don't know if it'd be considered too often.
I don't know. I feel like if I felt you were visiting too often, I could have that conversation with you and you'd be like, okay, I'll go less frequently. Or
but
like
then at the same time,
out,
like when I visit her, I'd be taking children and you'd be like, yeah. So
yeah, well, that's what I mean. Like, it depends. Like, is too often, like every day in the summer, you go there with the kids so that I can work? That's not too often. That would be incredibly helpful. Yeah. Is snobbish or too much concerned in keeping up with the Joneses? No, you didn't get that point.
Aw. I'm sliding.
Are you concerned with keeping up with the Joneses?
I'm sliding. I used to be. Well, not necessarily keeping up with the Joneses, but I like nice things. But now I don't.
Yeah, but it's not that you need to have a nicer thing because our neighbors got a nicer thing.
No, God, no.
That's what keeping up with the Joneses means. Dislikes husband's hobbies as fishing, baseball, etc. No. You actually tell me I should play my guitar more.
And you need to play with the ball.
I know. Tells lies is not dependable. No. Doesn't want to get up to prepare breakfast. I gave you that one. 'Cause who wants to get up to prepare breakfast?
We made Rory make me breakfast 2 days in a row.
Yeah. Insists on driving the car when husband is along. Nope. Smokes in bed or has cigarette-stained fingers. Nope.
No.
Cries, sulks, or pouts too much. Nope. In fact, there have been times when you've been taking care of everybody else's mental health in the house and you're trying to like prod me into opening up to you, and I set you down and was like, no, you have had a very emotionally stressful day. You let it out to me. So if anything, the opposite of that, too much.
I'm a strong, independent woman. What can I say?
Makes evening engagements without consulting her husband. No. We talk about, like, occasionally you might schedule something in on days when you know that we're free.
On Saturday, would you like to take care of all the kids so I can go out?
Aren't we going to Toronto? No, that's the next one.
That's next weekend.
I guess. I don't know. Are you going out somewhere? Do you have plans with your friends?
No, I got an email today. There's a breathwork class.
Okay. Well, I'm sure we can figure it out. Talks too long on the phone. Phone calls. Who does that?
I mean, yes, when my mom calls, hi, Mom.
Yeah, but that's because she won't hang up.
You hope she doesn't watch this episode.
It's true, though.
Yeah, my mom likes to talk to me.
Yeah, but I also just don't like phone calls at all. So, like,
I know, in this day and age, I
so-
always feel like I have to ask permission to call.
yeah. Oh, you text first to say,
Yeah.
is it okay to call? No, but like when you are on the phone with her, that doesn't bother me. The thing that bothered me that like made me think of that was when you were on the phone with her, but it was through the speakers of the van while I was trying to drive somewhere and like figure out where I was going and what direction to turn and stuff like that. And like, it was somewhere that I wasn't familiar with. So I needed the GPS up and like, I was actually needing to pay attention sort of.
Yeah.
I mean, we were still close to home, so not really, but, I don't think, no, we hadn't set up the GPS yet. So it was like, I knew the general direction of where to go,
Yep,
but it's
yep,
like,
no, I
I
remember
want the GPS to be set up before we're doing it. And, yeah, no, that was when it was stressful to me. But I also acknowledge that a lot of that is my neuroses.
But I mean, I also don't talk to my mom every day or
Yeah.
even every other day. So it's like when we do talk, we talk for a while. Same thing with my friend Natalie.
Although it was very tempting because as the driver, I have that little red button with the hang up icon on it right by my thumb. So I'm like,
No.
oh no, we're losing signal.
No.
Is a gossip? No. I don't think you're a gossip. I don't know what you talk about with your
I
friends
mean-
when I'm not there.
I gossip about my own life.
Walks around house in stocking feet. So sock feet. That's where. No,
Yeah.
you're usually in barefoot, and I don't know how you're in barefoot because we have 5 kids, so there's always stuff on the floor that like gets stuck to your foot as you walk.
That's how I know when the floor is dirty and to yell at the children.
Okay, so your total score, after I give you back, what was it, 2.5 points? So you're at 51.5. And now they have a how to interpret these scores.
Okay.
0 to 24 is very poor, in brackets, failures.
Okay.
25 to 41 is poor.
Mm-hmm.
42 to 58 is average, so you're average.
I am not average. I'm fucking-
59 to 75 is superior, and 76 and up is very superior.
Okay, let's do your demerits.
Yeah.
Stares at or flirts with other women while out with his wife. No. Reads newspaper at the table. I gave you that demerit only because sometimes you'll
Podcasts.
pull out your phone to like look stuff up.
Oh, okay.
Bill,
Oh, so when it says at the table, that's at mealtime?
that's what I think so. Yeah.
Okay, because I pictured that was one that I did see beforehand before I like stopped reading and was like, oh no, I want to be surprised by this. And my thought when I saw it was like the picture of like the platonic family from the 50s with like the dad sitting at the table reading the paper in the morning, but like not necessarily like at a family mealtime sort of thing. I don't know. I saw that as kind of like that seems like a wholesome picture to me, or something that has been presented as a wholesome picture. But like in my mind, I was like, replace newspaper with podcast because that's how I get my news.
Yeah, but
And
no,
like,
you don't podcast at the table. But you do pull out your phone sometimes at dinner to like look stuff up.
yeah, okay.
Fails to come to table promptly when meal is ready. You did not get that demerit point. Brings guests home for meals without warning. Yeah, no. Doesn't phone when late for dinner.
Yeah, as we discussed earlier, what the fuck does late for dinner even mean to us?
You don't leave the home, so you're never late. Compares wife unfavorably with his mother or other wives. So the first time I read that, I was like, his
Is this a
other
Mormon
wives?
thing?
Like, what? And then I realized, no, because I'm fucking amazing.
I've never understood the whole compare your wife to your mother thing.
Well,
I mean, like, oh, my mom did it this way. And it's like,
well,
I
it's
don't-
like my mom had dinner on the table at 5 o'clock, and you
Okay,
have it
but,
at
like,
5:30, and
I don't want to be married to my mom. So why would I want you to be more like my mom?
I get that, but I think also for some people, it's not that you want them to be like your mom. It's that this is your comfort zone because this is what you were raised in. Because a lot of these people in the 1930s, they went straight from home with their mom to home with their wife. So it's like, no, I want you to do it the way I've always had it done for me. I want you to fold my clothes the way it's always, because that's what I'm used to. That's what I'm comfortable with. Okay.
Oh, there was another hat redeemed 20 minutes ago.
Well, put on a hat. Publicly praise it. No. Yeah, that is what it says. Publicly praises bachelor days and regrets having married.
Publicly praises, bachelor days. What bachelor days? Is reference to our thing that I went straight from living with my parents to being married.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, what, a year?
Mm-hmm.
I sowed my wild oat. And then I was like, nope, I'm done with this.
Criticizes wife in public.
I mean, does listing your demerits count as that?
I don't know. There was one time on stream where you said that I was an okay cook. And I got punched in the face for that one.
Yeah.
No, you didn't get the demerit point for that.
Okay.
Belches without apology or blows nose at table. You got a demerit point for that one. Not for the belching, the blowing of the nose.
At the table?
Well, I guess not.
Like, there are many foods that make me need to blow my nose, but like, I either try to not until I'm done eating and leave the table, or I will leave the table to do it because I know that snot and food is a gross combination.
I think what it was, because lately we've been having dinner in the living room on the floor.
Mm.
So you have, like, after you're done, you have blown your nose, but the rest
Yeah.
of us are still eating.
Okay.
Leaves dresser drawers open. You did not get a demerit point for that. I will say that my dresser drawers are usually open, but that's because the floor is not level, so they like slide out.
That's the result of having a house that's as old as this quiz.
Leave shoes in living room. You got a demerit point for that. Not for the leaving the shoes, for leaving your socks.
Okay.
Put your socks away.
That doesn't happen often.
That's because I picked them up.
I don't take them off in the living room very often.
Yeah, you do.
No.
You don't realize you do, but you do. Anyways, snores. You didn't get a demerit point for that, even though you snore, but that's because I snore louder than you.
That's fair, but also like that's not something that's within my control. So like, why is that seen as like a character?
So I didn't get a demerit point for the like curlers and stuff in my hair, but I feel like my CPAP is like the equivalent. And I probably should have gotten a demerit point for that.
Whatever.
Okay, boast about his former girlfriends or his conquests. Your oat.
My oat, my single oat.
Your oat. Leaves light burning all over the home. No.
No, that's you. Why wasn't that on your list? Oh, 5 points for that one.
Kisses wife just after her makeup has been applied. That's a demerit.
If I kiss right after the makeup, I would avoid that because I think lipstick is gross.
Right. You didn't get any of these demerits.
Yeah.
Too much a bookworm. Doesn't talk to wife enough when home. You are a bookworm, but you talk to me way plenty because you got to tell me about everything you've just read.
Yeah, no, there's like the book that I'm reading now, which I actually haven't picked up in a while, is like I'm not as much of a bookworm as I would like to be. But like there are several spots in that where I've like had to stop and been like, ooh, this is a funny thing that she wrote, and then I have to give you the context of it because it's not as funny if it's out of context. And
careless in bathroom, leaves razor out or ring around tub. You probably should have gotten a demerit for this one.
for the ring around tub.
No. And you don't leave your razor out. But what you do is leave your clippings on the counter.
No, I don't. I clean it up. It's like the pine needles from the Christmas trees.
I know.
Always
And I ignore that because I sometimes leave hair on the wall in the bathtub. So I feel
I
like
mean, I'd rather it be on the wall than down the drain, where there actually is quite a bit right now.
yeah.
Too. Come to think of it.
Fails to bathe or change socks often. You did not get a demerit point for that.
I feel like I should. Well, a lot of days where you like come home, give me a hug, and be like, "Ooh, you're stinky."
Yeah, but that's not because you don't bathe. That's because you've been walking on a treadmill. Like if you're going to exercise,
Yeah,
men typically get a lot
yeah,
stinkier.
I do shower once a day most times.
Yeah. And you change your socks
I
often.
change my socks too often because like there have been times with like you'd like especially in the winter when I need to go outside to help you with your kids getting them in the car and stuff.
Mhm.
Like that will always be before I have showered, and it doesn't matter how new the socks are. Why did you just sniff your fingers after?
I didn't. I was
rubbing your neck?
yawning,
Oh.
but I was trying not to like open mouth yawn. So I was like,
Okay.
I'm like, nap time.
But yeah, no, I like so I'll go outside, help you with the kids after having put socks on, and then after I shower, even if I shower as soon as you leave, I'll have to get a fresh pair of socks because socks are gross. Feet are gross. Why would I put those? Like, doesn't matter that I only wore them for 5 minutes. That's gross. I don't want them back on. So yeah, I change my socks too frequently.
Fails to brush teeth regularly or keep nails clean. Actually, you should get a demerit point for that.
Why?
Your toenails.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Dislikes to dress or shave on Sunday. Oh, you need to get a demerit point for that too.
I get dressed on Sunday. I don't shave any day.
You do get dressed, but I think what they mean is dressed on
So
Sunday.
your Sunday best.
Hangs ties or clothes on doorknobs.
I do not. I do hang them in many of other places where they're not supposed to be, but not the doorknobs.
You still got a demerit point for that.
It's specific to doorknobs. You gotta give me that point back.
Picks teeth, nose, or sucks teeth when in public. No. Objects to wife's driving auto. No. Uses profanity or vulgarity. Demerit point.
Fuck yes.
Blames wife for everything that goes wrong. No.
Just the things that are her fault.
Complains of being too tired to go out at night with wife.
I would never say I'm too tired to go out at night.
I might.
Yeah, you would for sure. I would. Actually, no. It was last time we went out. I actually kind of forced you into it.
You did. You made me go on a date.
Yeah.
Oh. Is suspicious and jealous. No. Uses alcohol if ever drunk. You got demerit.
5 demerits for that.
Tells lies, not dependable. No.
Wait, what does it mean if ever drunk?
I don't know.
Like if I've been drunk once, I get 5 demerit points?
I guess.
All right.
Angry if newspaper is disarranged. No.
Well, what would that be if we updated it to modern parlance? Because I don't read the newspaper, but like
I feel like in modern day, it would be how when I sit down to my desk and I'm like, why the fuck is everything on my desk?
Yeah, because I'm thinking earlier I likened the newspaper to my podcast that I listen to, but like how would that be disarranged? Like would it just be
No,
like
but
maybe
you
I get
listen to podcasts, but a lot of people will
yeah,
go
yeah.
online and get their news.
Yeah, okay, but like for the podcast would it be like, oh, people are interrupting me so much and that's annoying? Ah, because I do kind of get annoyed at that, but I also have so many podcasts to listen to that like I have to stop sometime in order to interact with my family.
Um, no, because with the podcast, you can't get angry about that because with the newspaper, we can physically see you reading.
Yeah.
Um, but
And with the
podcasts,
podcast you can physically see the things in my ear.
not necessarily, depending on where we
And
are.
then you get annoyed at me for not hearing you
Yeah.
the first time you say something
Yeah.
because I have my thing in my ear.
Yeah, I do. Stubborn, rarely admits that he is wrong, seldom apologizes.
Okay, so there was a thing in the merits on mine for women that you always apologize first when there's a fight. And now there's a thing in here where I get a demerit if I don't apologize.
Yeah.
Some of these things don't really go together very well.
You will admit when you're wrong, but you will argue with me first.
Yeah. You have to argue me into acknowledging that I'm wrong.
Talks of efficiency of his stenographer or other women.
Stenographer?
Yeah.
Did men just have a stenographer back then?
I think that's a secretary.
I mean, if I have a secretary, it's you, so that would be in the merit section. My secretary's the best. Sometimes she sucks my dick.
Teases wife, fatness, slowness, etc.
I mean, yeah, I tease you, but I'm not in a mean way like that is implying. I'm not mean.
No, you're not.
Don't give me that look. Just crush my little heart.
Tells embarrassing things about wife when out in public. I should actually
Does
give
this
you.
count?
I was about to say I should actually just give you a demerit point for that. Makes fun of wife's hats, clothes, cooking, housekeeping. Yes, I actually need to give you a demerit point for that.
So, yeah. Oh, you already adjusted the spreadsheet, so now we just have to keep track. Oh, what's the dog doing? What are you doing, you silly pupper? So yeah, that's one more demerit that you owe me now.
Smokes in bed.
Nope.
No. Calls where is blank without first hunting for it. You got a demerit point for
I
that.
do look for it first, just not very well.
You still got a demerit point for that.
No, okay. The video. You see, he wasn't not looking. He just was not seeing.
You got
There's a difference.
you got a demerit point for that. Monopolizes radio on Sunday for the baseball broadcasts.
Yep, I'm all over that.
Dislikes children or scolds them too harshly. No, you did not get a demerit point for that. If anything, it's me.
I mean, I like how yeah, no, because I joked about almost giving you that point, but like yours is just doesn't like children. Mine is doesn't like children or scolds them too harshly.
Oh, you might get a little bit of the scold them too harshly.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the scenario, but I try not to.
A chronic ailer or I should probably just enlarge this.
Chronic ailer or patent
Medicine
addict?
addict? I guess that's the equivalent of like
on opiates
yeah.
or something? No.
Writes on tablecloth with
Was that a common
pencil.
problem back then?
I don't
Oh, Razor Stormer just resubscribed for 5 months. Yay,
whoop.
thank you, Razor Stormer. Yeah, no, I feel like that is a weird thing for it to be a common problem. Like,
Yeah,
like when we do put tablecloths out on the rare occasions that we do, Well, okay. When we do put tablecloths out, it's to protect the table from the crafts that the kids are doing. So like writing on it with a pencil wouldn't be all that bad. But
No.
like if you were actually using a tablecloth for eating and stuff, like
Yeah, no, I don't. No idea.
a chronic braggart or boaster,
No. I don't know what a braggart is, but
someone
you're
who
not.
brags a lot.
Oh, but you're not. If anything, you lack that.
Yeah. I've lost jobs because of that. Because they didn't know how much I did for them because I wouldn't talk about it.
Argues with or curses other motorists. You got a demerit point for that. Now, this
No.
isn't a regular occurrence, but if someone is being a really bad driver, you will swear at them.
Yes.
Will not help wife's relatives as much as his own.
I don't help my own either. No, I do. My mother will sometimes like call me in the winter and be like, "My driveway needs shoveling," and then I'll go shovel her driveway for her.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean,
She's
also,
a little old lady.
my mom lives far away.
I've scolded my mother before for doing she had to clear ice off the top of her bus one day and she like fell off the ladder or something, and I scolded her for that. Like I don't remember if it was exactly that, but it was somewhere like
Yeah.
where something happened where it could have been really, really. Oh no, you know what it was? It was she hurt her back doing the ice clearing off from her bus, and then she went to get groceries, and she couldn't bring them in the house, but she did it anyway with her back pain. I was like, no, you hurt your back. You are at an age where like you can't just work through the pain like that. No, you call me. I will unload your stuff.
At some time
Well, no, okay.
within the week.
Yeah, no. When she does call me regularly to bring the kitty litter in from her trunk, but that is something that can wait. It's not like frozen food that is sitting in her car in the it wouldn't have been the hot sun. And whatever. It's not something that needs to be put away. It's cat litter. If she always buys it like a month before she needs it, so like there's time there.
Rolls in bed covers, pull them off.
I'm such a what's it called when you like toss and turn in your sleep a lot?
Toss and turning.
I don't know. There's a name for that, like
restless
such
sleeper?
a restless sleeper. Yes, I'm a restless sleeper.
So I filled mine out in bed just before we were going to bed. And then I put that a demerit on there, but I was like, meh. And then as we laid down and you rolled over, the blanket just kept going. I was like, that was justified. Eats onions, radishes, or garlic before dates or going to bed. No.
I do love me some fried onions though.
Yeah, but you're not going to eat it right before bed or before the date. You might eat it on the date, but not before. Addicted to gambling. So Rhino won't even buy a lottery ticket, and he gets
I make
frustrated
fun,
at me
I make
for
fun of
buying
you when you buy your lottery tickets.
my one lottery ticket a year.
Because you're supporting a predatory industry that is basically taxing the poor to fund the rich.
But if I get rich, I can help the poor.
Yeah, but the lottery objectively makes poor people poorer. So you are assisting with an industry that is bad for. Yeah, okay, whatever.
Are you criticizing me in front of people?
Didn't I already get that point?
Yeah, that was one I need to add. Defers too much to mother, a mama's boy. No.
Yeah, no, I should probably do that more actually. Because my mother will like text me with something that she needs, and I will.
No, that's not what defers to mother.
Yeah, yeah, I know, but she doesn't interject herself in my life in a way that would require me to defer to her.
She doesn't have to interject her life. You would have to invite her in. So it'd be like, instead of asking me or talking to me, you'd call your mom.
Oh, okay, yeah, no.
Belittles wife's opinions, her judgment or ability.
Not seriously. We do tease each other.
Opens his wife's mail.
Yes.
Demerit point. No, you didn't get a demerit point for that one.
Yeah, no, you throw it at me and then I forget to open it for months.
Oh,
Is that all of them?
That's all of them.
Okay.
Ah, dang.
So, I think it was one more demerit point that I got.
No, it was like 2.
2? Okay.
Okay.
So, what is my final score?
68.
68. Oh, that means I'm superior. You're just average. I am superior. And yes, the numbers are the same both.
I knew this was going to happen.
But also the standards for women are a lot higher.
I'm going to hear this for like the rest of the week. I am superior.
A psychologist said that I'm superior.
And a doctor.
And a doctor, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, okay. So that's the would you make a good spouse quiz.
Yeah. Apparently I'm okay, maybe. I don't know.
You're
He's a
acceptable.
catch.
You're acceptable.
Yeah, apparently he's a catch, ladies.
Oh,
If there's any superior ladies out there, he's a catch.
I'm happy with you. I'm happy with my average lady.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Oh, okay. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. And we still don't know what we're doing next week, so
yep.
feel free to let us know what we're doing.
Yeah, we'll figure something out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah, see you next Thursday.
Bye.